Welcome to the Two Girls and a Cup of Wellness podcast. I'm Marie. I'm a nurse practitioner committed to whole health care and helping my patients live vibrantly.
And I'm Crissy, a yogi, breast cancer thriver, author of For the Love of Jugs, and guide for the mind, body, heart, soul healing. Together, we will empower you with integrative tools and real conversations. So grab your cup and dive into wellness with us.
Hi, everybody. We are finally here. This is our first and opening episode.
So excited.
To Two Girls and a Cup of Wellness. We have had a very interesting, a little bit stressful few weeks.
Sure.
We are not wire people.
A lot of growth to get us where we are right here, right now, and to bring you this amazing podcast, number one, and many more to come, because the two of us have so much passion in each of our backgrounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we want to just bring the conversation out and into the world and inspire you and excite you and get you wanting to take some of this information that you learn and suggestions and ahas and all of the things and start to implement it into your own world and create your own type of community with this information and just create that ultimate health from within.
Yes, I love it. And our goal too is to be natural. We don't want to script anything. We don't want to edit.
Yeah.
And just go from there. And I think right now we're just going to start by introducing ourselves.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. My name is Crissy Florio. I am the owner of Healing in Harmony, and I'm a yogi. I'm a breast cancer thriver, and I'm author of For the Love of Jugs. With my clients and with my students and some of the people that come to some of my speaking engagements, I always share the love of yoga as a foundation in healing. And we really focus on a mind, body, heart, soul approach because we hear about mind body connection all of the time, right? That's kind of like, it's really overly done, which although very, very important, but I feel that mind body is not, it's just half of the equation. I feel like we need to also bring in the sense of heart, healing in our heart space and healing and connecting to our soul and something bigger outside of us, whatever it is that you believe in, whoever it is that you believe in. I believe that really creates the ultimate balance between or in your healing, right? So mind, body, heart, and soul. So we use all of that through a yoga foundation and through myofascial release and lymphatic drainage and chakra healing and breath work and physical movement, somatic movement. I use all of that to help just kind of create space in my clients' lives and give space for a little bit more understanding and opening our minds and opening our hearts to life and to healing, because unfortunately, everybody's healing through something at some point or another, right? Trauma is going to come in and we're going to need to lean into some of our healing practices. So that's my name of the game.
And I'm just going to congratulate you and all those listeners out there. You have so much to learn because can't you hear that passion in Crissy's voice? She knows what she does. All right, I'll talk a little bit about myself. My name is Marie. I am a nurse practitioner. I have been in healthcare for just about 20 years. And when I started out as a new nurse, I placed everybody in a box. I had those symptoms and those checklists and those algorithms, and I loved it. And then I had a patient that kind of blew my mind, and she was a cancer patient, and she didn't check any of the boxes. So since then, I dived into books and research and learned all about stuff, and it changed my entire life. And I did for a long time go with the status quo and go with the prescription pad and crunch the numbers. And I just got tired of that. So I'm now co-owner of Platinum Health and Balance, and we are an integrative, more like a longevity focused wellness type of an online telehealth platform. So that is, hopefully I'm able to integrate those things into the conversations. I am a big research geek. I love to read and learn more and more and more and follow people. And I also love cooking.
Yes, she does. And she's amazing at it.
Food is thy medicine, which is Hippocrates.
Yes.
That quote. I love quotes. But so that's kind of what I'm going to bring to the table is that medical background, but moving more into a different light. And knowing that our body is amazing. It can heal itself completely if we believe in it and we put some effort in. and we change our lifestyle.
Yeah. Yeah. When we look at our bodies as a whole and not this compartmentalized type of methodology, right? And, every time I am with Marie, I learn something new. There's no doubt about it. She's always like, have you heard about this research? And it's fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating. So I think between the two of us, when we come together, we really create this beautiful balance of healing, right? Mm-hmm. Taking a little bit more of the science based, and whether it's it's more like an integrative approach, really, mm-hmm. because you've got the knowledge of the physical body and medicine and things like that. And then I kind of bring a little bit more of the yogic kind of mindset to things. That's
huge.
Yeah, we need both. We need both. Especially, and we'll talk, I'm sure, over the episodes a little bit more in depth about ourselves, our stories. We're going to bring forth lots of amazing information. And I think one of the biggest things that we're looking to do is to make things that feel taboo or woo-woo. I hate that word woo-woo, right? But yeah, but the things that are not necessarily really accepted mainstream, we're going to bring them mainstream. We're just going to, let's just have these conversations, and whatever you take from it,
exactly,
you bring into your world, right?
I always say that. Read this. And I said that to you the other day. This is an excellent book, Crissy. Read it. Take what you want from it. You don't have to believe in everything. Sometimes we may not believe in the information that we're giving you.
Absolutely.
So just going out there and trying to spread the knowledge, because I know that's when I'm my happiest, is when I'm educating and teaching my patients.
Absolutely. And that's the thing. We're all in this together.
Absolutely.
Right. And so once we start to gain knowledge and information, I feel we would do a disservice if we don't bring it out and into the world and share our gifts and our lights with everybody. So that really is kind of a little bit more of the background of our mission and what the spark was to get us to that point.
But what got us to this point?
What got us to this point? Go ahead, Marie. Why don't you tell them?
A mutual friend.
Yes.
That's very good to us. Heather, you're out there listening.
Well, shout out.
I have always wanted to do a podcast and always just thrown it out there. And I had seen on Instagram that Crissy was doing a speech in Nashville. I forget, it was a women's convention?
Yeah, it was actually my For the Love of Jugs first kind of real book signing event, mm-hmm. which was amazing at the One Hotel in Nashville. It was amazing. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it was funny because I saw another friend of mine. Her name is Valentina Bain, and hopefully we'll be able to interview her at some point. She was videoing Crissy, and I thought, oh my gosh,
small world.
It is such a small world. And then I saw later that it was on Crissy's feed as well. So me and Heather were walking, and I said, my gosh, I want to do a podcast. I wonder if Crissy would do it with me. And Heather's like, oh, this is amazing. I love this idea. And I think Heather pitched it to you, and then that's how.
And I said, absolutely. It's interesting. Life is interesting. These types of things come up when they're really meant to be. Mm-hmm. For the last couple of years, I have been interviewing on other people's podcasts, and I really enjoy speaking and making a difference, to a larger community. But I never really felt that I wanted to do one by myself. Maybe that was a little fear. Maybe that was just not the right timing. Who knows? But when Heather/Marie presented it to me, I was like, absolutely, I'm in, because I know the insane amount of beautiful energy that we have together and the power that we will create with this because of both of our backgrounds. And because both of us are so open to things and know the power of healing and the power that is within our bodies and this amazing just machine that we are in. So without hesitation, I was like, yes. Oh, let's go.
I love it.
And we were trying to figure out the name of it. Mm-hmm. And for those of you who take yoga from me, so I teach locally at a studio, but I do have a lot of private clients. And I want to say that almost every class that I teach, I'm always walking around with a coffee mug.
Yes, please.
Always. And coffee mugs bring me so much joy. I love to open up my cabinet of coffee mugs and see which one is going to speak to me that morning. And so when we were thinking about names, I'm like, okay, two girls in a cup, two girls in a cup of wellness. Marie, what do you think about that? And we were like, yes, because it's conversational and it's relaxing. And we want you to sit on your couch or go for, sit out on your patio, get cozy, grab your cup of whatever you want it to be. It could be anything, hint, hint. And join us and feel as if you are sitting with your best friends and having a conversation. I was going to say breast friends, but we are, I guess. Hey, breast friends, not breast. So that's what kind of brought us to that and to this moment here. Yeah. And super excited to see where it's going to take us.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes.
Yes. We have a lot of good information. And once we got past, again, all this technological equipment and putting it all together, that was the hardest part.
Yeah.
The conversation's the easy part.
I think so too. But isn't that interesting that the techie part of it was so challenging? But guess what? We didn't give up. We're here. We made it through. We didn't die because of it. It was uncomfortable, but now we're tech experts. Cheers to that. But we are going to bring lots of amazing information and episodes to come. And I know we're both listening. All the conversations that are going on around us locally, on social media, we're listening to hear what are some of the topics that need to be talked about and that we need to see different angles and see it through a different lens to bring it into our lives, whether it's menopause or cancer or yoga or supplemental stuff or diet and cooking. Oh my God, she makes sourdough bread. Hello. Insane.
There's that social aspect, which is big.
Yeah. Community and connection. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we're going to create that here. Yes.
And listeners, you are welcome to email us or post on here anything that you want to hear about as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll drop the link below to email us. And as always, too, I think any information that we have or additional links in all of the different podcasts, we'll be sure to drop them below too. So you'll have everything that you need that we're talking about. But for now, we really just wanted to come on and introduce ourselves and get you guys feeling really good and comfortable with us because, again, we're all in this together.
Absolutely.
Yay. All right.
So we're going to try every episode to end with a topic.
Yeah.
I'll go first.
Okay. Do it.
All right, Crissy, I'm going to ask her a question. What did you learn this week?
Okay. So, when somebody asks me a question right off the bat, my brain a lot of times goes blank.
That's normal.
So, yeah, totally. And so this is something that actually I learned a couple of weeks ago, and it was really powerful. I was in a live event listening to another author, just kind of do like a book signing and hype up her book. She was amazing. Jen Gottlieb with Be Seen. And she said something, do you know what HOPE stands for? Now, as a breast cancer thriver, personally, I am not going to speak for anybody else, but for me personally, I do not love the word hope. Hope feels helpless to me in certain aspects, in certain ways that we say it, maybe it's okay. But when she said that, I was like, oh, I can't wait to hear what she has to say. What she said blew my mind. HOPE stands for help one person every day. And I think that is so powerful no matter what you do for a living. You could help somebody just by opening up a door for them when they're going into a store or pick something up. Or if somebody in the grocery store is in a wheelchair, can't grab something, that's helping one person every day. You and I are helping many people, hopefully every day, the more and more we get this information out there. For social media influencers, you're helping at least one person every day that you go on live or you post the stuff that you're passionate about. So I love that she was able to flip that in my mind to now see it from a different lens, help one person every day. So I love that.
I love it too.
What is one thing that you learned?
All right. This is exciting.
I'm so excited because I have no idea what she's going to say.
So I just learned this the other day, and I need to pull up the research and read more about it. But there's a town in Pennsylvania called Rosetta. And in the late, like around 1880, a bunch of immigrants from Italy moved there. And it's still a very Italian community now. And researchers over time noticed that they have low heart disease rates. And even though they integrated over time the standard American diet, they still continued to have low heart disease. So they went in about 1960 and performed a study on the community. And they noticed that there were still multiple levels of people living together. So multi-generational, I should say. So grandparents living with their grandkids and their children. And they still celebrated together. They ate a lot of their meals together. And again, even though they got away from some of those Italian roots and having some hamburgers and hot dogs, they still have low rates of heart disease than other surrounding towns. So the research showed that they had those good social connections, and that kept their heart strong. Now, since the 1960s into the 1980s, they have become more, it's really sad, Americanized. So, and what does America believe in? You got to get to the top. You're going to do it yourself. Nobody's going to help you. Me. And it's sad.
It is.
So that the generations don't live together. You know, they've lost that aspect of togetherness. And now they're seeing those heart rate disease skyrocket.
Wow.
So if we have time to read about that town and that study, I was blown away. And that comes back. You're going to hear me multiple times on this podcast talk about the blue zones.
Yes.
Blue zones.
That's exactly where my mind was going as you started speaking about that. The blue zones, agreed, that was an amazing documentary, and everything that they believe in that's helping to encourage the longer, is really, really important. And as a yogi, when you said that it had lower heart rates because they were together and family and connection, in my mind, all I see and hear is heart chakra. That being in that connection with loved ones helps to enhance and nurture the energy of their heart space. And when we have a balanced heart chakra, we have lower also heart disease and stuff like that. So
I just love that.
amazing.
I love that, you know, we focus so much on diet and exercise, but that's only a small piece. Well, not small, but it's a piece of that puzzle, and you need all those components.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's so important. All right. So the question that I am going to ask Marie and then also answer for myself, one of the biggest things that I love to do is help people get more and more connected to their bodies and more being able to really experience how we feel things in our bodies. And sometimes I'll make people close their eyes and just take a few deep breaths and navigate through. So my question is, where lately have you been feeling more sensation when you maybe are feeling very stressed or agitated or, you know, just that busy? Where do you feel it kind of in your body where stress and tension are accumulating?
Oh, my neck.
Yeah.
I was actually at yoga, was it 2 weeks ago? I went to a 6 a.m. class. Which is hard for me to do. I do wake up every morning about 6 a.m., but to get to the class, to the studio at 6 a.m. is a challenge. And I'm really miserable the whole way I get there. But then once I sit down, I'm in the room and I'm starting to warm up. I'm so thankful that I'm there. But I had held so much tension in my neck.
Yeah.
And I told you, and you did a lot of neck stuff, which is great.
I was trying to help her release it. But yeah, that's definitely an area where most people hold, like their neck, their jaw, you know, some women may be into the hips, and I'm a low back girl for sure. That's where I feel it right off the bat, especially in times where I know I'm getting ready to do something big. My back is the one that will seize, like, hey, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. When I was writing my book, that was a really big thing. There were many days that I couldn't sit or stand or sit. Or lay down even, right? So it was just like, oh, how am I supposed to write this? But I made it through. But my low back is really a lot of times where I feel the stress and the tension kind of accumulating. But you can even feel it sometimes too when you're driving. Think about when you're driving and both hands are on the steering wheel and you're like, why am I tensing my face? Why am I holding onto the steering wheel for dear life? And then when you notice it and you relax, you're like, wow, you can really feel that. And so even at the end of some of my yoga classes, I will have, as they're getting ready to get into Shavasana, I'll ask everybody to bring tension to their body, squeeze their hands into fists, clench their jaw, their face, their glutes, their core, their legs, because then it's almost like you're bringing in the tension. And then when you release it, you fully release it. And some people might not even really realize where they're holding their tension at. So that's a really good way to learn and to help us release it too. So that is it.
That is it. I hope you enjoyed this. This was a small one. Our goal also is to try to stay in that 30, 45 minute range.
Yeah, for sure.
And listen back and forth to work, and there you go. So
Yes.
we look forward to presenting you with more information to come.
Can't wait to see you guys next time. Thank you so much for joining. One love.